Hi guys, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the whole setup and the quality of this video. I just came back from work and I just couldn't be bothered to set up my camera and do all that, as I just wanted to make this video and to have it up on my channel. So if you clicked on this video, you know what I'm going to be talking about. I am going to be talking about what I am going to be doing during 2024. What my reading plans are, and some stuff about my life and what I want to change during this year. So, because last year affected me so much, purely because of two individuals that were in my life that passed away. Pax Panic, who was a very, very dear friend of mine, who embodied me with positivity. She was such a good friend to me, and she was such a sweet person, and I just miss her so much. I remember I did a video about when she passed, and to be honest, my feelings haven't changed one little bit. I've just learned to conceal them and hide them more effectively, which I know isn't probably good or healthy. It's just the way I deal with things, I suppose. And secondly was the passing of my dog, our family dog Jake, who was my very first pet, or my very first dog. Probably my first pet was a goldfish or something, but he was my first dog, and he was such a sweetheart. And yeah, I just miss him so much. He got weak, and his muscles couldn't work properly, and his organs were shutting down, and he had to be put down. So what I've decided is what my way of thinking, my motto, my driving force, what's going to drive me through this year. I am going to have this in my mind because I want to read like it's my last year, like it's my last time on this planet. Hopefully, fingers crossed it isn't, but you hopefully get the point with that. To do this, I am going to do something very, very strange and unconventional. I am going to embrace and accept the concept of death and loss. And in doing so, I want to accept and embrace life. I want to embody that way of thinking, and hopefully you guys know what I mean, and I'm terrible at explaining myself, but with that mindset, I want to take that to things I want to change in my life this year, and to the way I go about reading. Now, let's just start off with why I want to change in my life. What life updates do I want to change? Well, apart from getting a new phone, this one cost me an arm and a leg. The contract finished years ago, and it's just cost me a lot of money to pay the bills every month for this phone. I'm used to it. I suppose that's why I've held on to it, and I want to upgrade it to a new phone. Secondly, I want to join a gym because I want to become more fitter. My I'm usually kind of a big guy. I know that's a cop out for people. I know I'm not obese, and I'm just a little bit overweight, and I just want to join the gym to maintain that. I don't want to get all like big and muscly and all that stuff, like I've been stung by a billion bees. But I want to be more slimmer and just be more healthy. So sometime soon I'm going to join the gym. I've discovered that if I think about it too much, then I won't do it. What I am going to do is I'm going to go onto the website. I know the gym that I'm going to be joining anyway. It's very convenient as it's one I pass on the way to work. So it's very convenient. It's 24 hours. It's open 24 hours. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto their website and I am going to join very, very soon. And most importantly, I want to find another job. I mean, I work at a cinema. It's fine there. I mean, it's just, okay. I don't get excited going to work anymore. I know that there is a select few of people that actually enjoy going to their jobs, and if they, I mean, some people, I mean, the majority of people don't like going to their jobs. They just do it because they have to do it. I know that's how the game is played. I know how it goes basically. But I want to move on, as I've been at the cinema for many years now, for too long, and I just want to do something different. Maybe working at a bookshop or a comic book shop, that one of my favourite comic book shop up in London. That would be really great. So that is what I'm planning to do for my life. Some little life changes. Nothing too extreme, but manageable life goals, I think. So how is my channel going to change this year? Well, I want to do a brand new intro. I know I said I was going to do it last year and I didn't do it. This year, I mean it. I think the reason why I haven't done it is because I need to figure out what it's going to look like and all that stuff. I know when I'm doing my October intros, I know I'm going to go to a cemetery and it's going to be all creepy and atmospheric. I think what I will have to do is when I have a day off, I will have to go up to a bookshop up in London and then go to a coffee shop and just film little bits and pieces as I go along that. I mean, throughout my whole day. And I will just have to put all the clips together and to make an introduction from that. The reason why I want to do an intro is because I want my intro to look better than what it is now. So I am going to be bringing back a couple of series on my channel that I started in previous years. I want to bring back my series on reading the Grimm fairy tales. Can't remember what it was called. I think it was called Grimm Tuesdays or something like that. As I read all the Grimm fairy tales and talk about them individually. I want to bring back my series on reading horror magazines called Terror Mags. And I want to read some more of Edgar Allan Poe. I did a series on him. Well, I started one. I think I will just, when I review stuff from him, I will just add it to that playlist. I want to read more short stories or tales by him. So the things I'll be reading this year is pretty much going to be the same thing. I'm going to still be reading horror, fantasy, and I'm going to be doing my damn best to read more science fiction. As I keep on saying it in comments, I want to read more sci-fi. I want to read more non-fiction. Obviously stuff that I'm interested in. And I want to read just anything I want to read. I want to be able to have the freedom to read whatever I want and to be able to talk about it on BookTube and not be concerned about, if I talk about this, it's not going to get many views. I want to not do that. I want to be able to read what I want and review and talk about what I want on my channel, regardless if it only gets one view. Because I know that probably at the back of my mind, I'm not even aware about it, I suppose, that I suppose I'm more leaning to books that I know that will get more views than others, and I just don't want to do that next year, and I just don't want to do that this year. If I want to just read all Buffy the Vampire Slayer books, then I will, and if I want to talk about them on my channel, then so be it. I want to be able to read whatever I want, and I don't really want to put a book buying ban on me because it doesn't work. I don't buy a lot of books, so when I go shopping, probably a few at a time. But I want to have the freedom, like if I'm watching someone's video this year and they're talking about a book and that it really sounds really interesting to me, I want to be able to go and get that book and read it and not be concerned with, oh, I've got all these books at home, I want to read these first before I get onto this book. Yeah, I will still be doing my poetry videos, so no worries there. I will be doing them until the bitter ends. That is a promise that I made to Pax, subconsciously, I suppose. And my series on reading children's horror, which is called Pax's Little Library of Horrors, which is a series of hers I'm continuing on. I will still be doing that. I'll be dropping a video for that once, maybe twice a month, but at least once a month, maybe twice a month. So what my reading is going to be like, when I'm working, I will be reading my main book. And this is a book that I want to focus on. I wanted to start off the year with reading Song of Ice and Fire, starting off with book 2 where I left off. But because the second part of Dune is going to be coming out on the 1st of March over here in the UK, I wanted to reread the novel, which I have started today. And yeah, so on my but after that I will be going on to reading the Song of Ice and Fire books, binging them all one by one, and then if I finish, or when I finish rather, I will go on to the Kingkiller Chronicles, which I know is a lot shorter. Just two series that I want to read because I know they're notorious for not being finished, and even more notorious for apparently supposedly never ever going to be finished. On my work days, I want to focus on reading books that have been sent to me from authors. So, author request books that authors have reached out to me and said that if I wouldn't mind reading their books. I've got a list of several of their books, and I want to dedicate all my days off to reading a massive chunk of these books from these small authors on my days off. I was going to read two at once, but I thought, well, if I focus on reading one at a time, then that will be probably much more productive. And on my days off in the evenings, I will be reading something else. So, for example, on my next day off, I will be reading a non-fiction book about Jack the Ripper. So I'll be excited about that. And yeah, I think that's all I had to say really, guys. I just want to be able to look back after each and every single month and say for every single month, I read some awesome books and I read really, really great stuff that I really wanted to read. And I will probably be picking stuff that I know I will like. Not really picking 5-star predictions, but books that look like I will love them. If I don't love them, then that's okay. I will be being more harsh on books if I feel that a book isn't gelling with me for some reason. I will be DNFing it, and that's anything like a second-hand book, a signed copy, a book that I got from a small author, which hasn't happened yet, but yeah, it's bound to happen one day. But yeah, I will be not being that afraid of DNFing a book. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this year, guys. Hopefully, I've expressed myself properly and covered everything. It's just that I want to focus on reading books like it's my last year on Earth. I want to be able to pick up books that I really, really want to read, that I'm really excited for, and to have one kick-ass reading year. And yeah, with my mindset of embracing and yeah, remembering what happened to my dear friends, and embracing death at the same time I am expecting to embrace life. I know that seems a bit morbid, and don't worry, guys, I'm feeling mentally okay. It's just that sometimes I just get down sometimes with what happens with them two individuals and my life, and that's why I want to embrace death and embrace life, because I want to um yeah just have a real kick-ass year this year, and just to um have a job which I look forward to going to every single day. I want to be a bit fitter and slimmer, and I just want to just be, I don't really want to say happy, I think that's going a bit too far, but I want to be in a better mindset than what I've been, because uh yeah, loneliness is and I don't really want to say depression. um I think loneliness is probably the closest thing to it. um is a um big part about how I feel and what's going on up here. As I said, I am fine. It's just I know that 2023 sucked for me, and it was a terrible year for me and for all of us. And I just want to remember, and I just want to remember that, and take it going forward, and just have a better year. I know that's not going to be the case. I know that life is really right around the corner, ready to like to actually flip me the bird, and and give me the finger, um, and laugh in my face and kick me in the nuts and all that stuff. But I've got to be more positive, guys. Yeah, it's just how I want to go during this year. I want to read stuff that I really want to read. And if I've got anything in my room or in my reading den that I don't want to read, or that I'm not sure about, it's going to go. Um, so, yeah. Authors that I'm going to be wanting to read, I'm going to be reading them, whether they are white authors, black authors, authors from another planet, um, whether they are straight, gay, non-binary, doesn't really matter to me, male or female, anybody. I want to be able to like um go and focus on a book and just pick it up, and not really care who it's by. If it's by a non-binary alien from a distant planet, then so be it. But yeah, that's, I mean, I think my video's gone on for a bit longer, guys, than I wanted to. Hopefully this isn't going to be too much of a pain in the ass to edit. But yeah, if you have any recommendations for any books that you feel that I would be interested in reading, or books that you feel that I should be reading, or that you would like me to read, then comment them down below, and I will definitely check them out. And please let me know about why you recommended a certain book to me, if you recommended me a book down below in the comments. So yeah, that's been my video, guys. If you've stayed for all this time, thank you. I don't know how well this video is going to be, if anyone really gives a shit about what I'll be reading next year, what I'll be doing next year. And my email is in my about section on my channel, so if you want to email me, it's there if you want it, or if you want to. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.